giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
I'm Elizabeth Kling with Mediacom News Leaders. We're talking with a couple of guys from the Des Moines Buccaneers right now. Ben Giselson is here, Communications Director, and Nate Twite, Team President. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Well, let's talk about, first of all, just kind of progress on and off the ice, both. First of all, just on the ice, what are we seeing from the team this year and over the course of the last year?
I'd say an entertaining brand of hockey, I would say, is one of the big things this year has been. I think a brand new hockey operations staff has come in with a new GM, Tom Menino, new head coach, Gene Riley, that have really ushered in a very exciting brand of hockey. This team scores goals. I like to put the puck in the net, which for anybody, whether you love hockey or don't know anything about it, you walk into a rink and you see pucks going into the net and bodies flying around. It's an entertaining brand of hockey without a doubt. And team's done well. Last year they had a little bit of a tough season, but this year they're right in the thick of things right now. They've been as high as first place in the West right now. They're still battling for a playoff spot, especially getting to a very, very exciting window of the season with playoffs coming up here in April. So should be a great push here moving towards the end of the season, and we're really excited to see hopefully some playoff action coming to Buccaneer Arena this year.
Yeah, definitely. And so also new ownership has brought in some nice changes. Tell us about what people can really see when they come.
Well, I mean, Buccaneers Arena has been a staple in Des Moines for now 60 years almost. Hard to believe that arena has been around that long, but the new ownership has come in and really kind of put their money where their mouth is as far as upgrading the cosmetics of the arena a little bit. We spent roughly about $130,000 in the last year or so in updating the paint and putting some electronics in the arena and bringing it back up to speed. We've also put in some safety netting and some new glass and updated our boards. And so, our fans that have been coming there for decades have really taken notice, and even the people that maybe haven't been there in the last 5 to 10 years that are now returning to watch the hockey on the ice have really taken notice of how much we've cleaned up the arena. So we're excited about that.
Fun to see, definitely. Well, so people who are going to come out and see the team in action, the 28th is kind of a makeup game. Our crazy weather threw a little wrench in things for you guys, right?
Yeah, sure. It was the first one in 6 or 7 years, I think, where a game had to be rescheduled due to inclement weather. I mean, it seems like you should be able to pick the day that it happened, but it hasn't been the case as of late. It seems like just every week it's the same old story with snow and cold weather. And but it'll be exciting. Omaha's been a team with the Bucs that have really, it's been a great battle this year. It's been a great series so far. And for those who do know the Bucs, they know the Omaha Lancers. These two teams have been going at it for quite some time, and it hasn't been any different this year with that rivalry.
Awesome, yeah. And then coming up in March, will we see much of the team here locally then? Or
it's a weird schedule this year. We only have 2 games in March, and that's just kind of how the schedule laid out. And so kind of piggybacking off of the Thursday game upcoming, we're going to have a home game March 5th, which is a weeknight game, a 6:35 start, and then we'll kind of round out March on March 29th, a Friday night, with another game as well. So we only have 3 home games left until hopefully the playoffs start in April.
Yes, April. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for that. Things are looking hopeful, right?
I think so. I mean, the team continues to fight and claw and scratch, and I think if anybody that's played sports before, they understand that there's the ebbs and flows of the season, and this is a good team. I think it's a playoff caliber team, and put a couple good weeks of hockey together, and I think we'll be in the playoff run at the end of the year.
Awesome. So looking farther into the future too, some speculation about maybe kind of a change in venue for the team potentially. Yeah,
and that's something that has I think really picked up steam a little bit. There has been some announcements of the new Recplex that's going to go up out in West Des Moines. That's been out on social media and in the news a little bit. We're actually not affiliated with that particular project. However, just with the new ownership, as we've touched on, and kind of their vision of what the Des Moines Buccaneers look like, and discussions with the United States Hockey League, the league that we play in, Des Moines really is a focus for the league and for our ownership as far as giving the Des Moines Buccaneers the best future possible. And so we have taken a look at the current arena and what that looks like, and maybe what a renovation would be like there. Also some other areas around the Des Moines metro area, but as Ben alluded to earlier in the interview, that we have been in Des Moines, particularly Urbandale, for 38 years. And we'd like to be there for another 38 years.
Definitely.
But we're taking a look at the options. I'd say it's a little too early to really say what's gonna happen. But I would say probably in the next 6 to 12 months there'll be some news coming out of what we're going to do in the future.
All right, to be continued then. Well, thanks so much, guys, for coming in. We sure appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Ben Gislason and Nate Toit from the Des Moines Buccaneers. Join us next time here on Mediacom News Leaders.